Abu Amir Muhammad bin Abdullah ibn Abi Amir al-Hajib al-Mansur, better known as al-Mansur, was the de facto Arab ruler of Muslim Iberia in the late 10th to early 11th centuries. His rule marked the peak of power for al-Andalus. Origins: Al-Mansur was born Muhammad ibn Abi Amir into a noble family of Yemeni origin in Algeciras. He arrived at the court of Córdoba as a student studying law and literature. He subsequently became manager of the estates of Prince Hisham II. In a few years Al-Mansur had worked his way from this humble position to considerable heights of influence, eliminating his political rivals in the process. Caliph al-Hakam II died in 976 and Ibn Abi Amir was instrumental in securing the succession of the young Hisham II, aged 12, to the throne. Al-Mansur exercised strong influence over Sub, the mother and regent of the young Hisham II. 2 years later he became Hajib. During the following 3 years Al-Mansur consolidated his power with the expansion of Medina az-Zahra on the outskirts of Córdoba, while at the same time completely isolating the young caliph, who became a virtual prisoner in Medina az-Zahra. Following al-Hakam's death, Al-Mansur had al-Hakam's library of ancient science books destroyed. Campaigns. In 981, upon his return to Córdoba from the Battle of Torrevicente, in which he crushed his last remaining rival, Ghalib al-Nasiri, he assumed the title of Al-Mansur by Allah, victorious by God. In Christian Spain he was referred to as Al-Mansur. Al-Mansur's hold on power within al-Andalus was now absolute, purportedly in order to conceal his usurpation of the caliph's authority. Al-Mansur dedicated himself to annual military invasions of the Christian states of the peninsula. He organized and took part in 57 campaigns, and was victorious in all of them. To wage warfare on this scale against the Christian states, he brought in many Berber mercenaries, which upset the political order over time. Although Al-Mansur mainly fought against Leon and the Castile, he also sacked Barcelona in 985, Leon in 988 and Santiago de Compostela in Galicia in 997, taking the cathedral bells to be melted down into lanterns for the great mosque of Córdoba. Al-Mansur knew the magnitude of the devotion to St. James' sepulchre, and ordered his generals to protect the tomb and all sacred objects that they encountered. Al-Mansur also waged several campaigns against the Kingdom of Navarre, including his longest, in which he defeated a Castilian army at the Battle of Cervera. He married Abda, daughter of Sancho Garce, King of Navarre, who bore him a son by the name of Abdel-Rahman. He was commonly known as Sanchuelo. Consequences. The consequence of his victories in the north was to prompt the Christian rulers of the peninsula into an alliance against him. He was succeeded by his son Abd al-Malik al-Muzaffar, who continued to rule al-Andalus as Hajib until his death in 1008. After Abd al-Malik, his ambitious half-brother Abd al-Rahman Sanchuelo took over. He however tried to take the caliphate for himself from Hisham. As Al-Mansur had effectively made the caliph a figurehead ruler. This plunged the country into a civil war, and the caliphate disintegrated into rival Taifa kingdoms. This proved disastrous for Muslim Iberia, as being divided, the Christian kingdoms were able to conquer the Taifas one by one. Al-Mansur Peak in central Spain is named after him. In fiction, Al-Mansur is a major character in the historical novel The Long Ships by the Swedish author Frans Gunnar Bengtsson. 3 chapters of the book take place in Muslim Iberia under Al-Mansur's rule, depicted from the point of view of Scandinavian Vikings who were captured by Moors while on a raid into Iberia, serving as galley slaves. Later they become mercenaries in Al-Mansur's bodyguard and finally manage to escape back to Denmark after participating in the conquest and sacking of Santiago de Compostela. In the book, al-Mansur is represented as being driven to his ceaseless harrying of the infidel out of guilt for having imprisoned his religious superior, the young caliph. Al-Mansur is the main character in the Syrian drama series Rabi Kurtuba, which translates as Cordoban Spring. This Arabic language series follows Al-Mansur's life story from beginning to end, although it is anachronistic in parts.